Welcome back to Ready to Die Fighting. This is Kris, and I'm going over the contents of this black bucket that's part of my evacuation kit. I've already done a couple other videos about some of the other buckets. If you haven't already watched those, go back and watch them. I'll link to them some kind of way. But this one covers tools, flashlights, things like that. The stuff that I would need to maybe rebuild a bit, to maybe fix some things, make life easier in some ways. Again, you know, not necessarily knowing where we're going to end up or what the scenario is going to be, but I just figure if we're going to be evacuating, things are bad. My plan is stay in the house as much and as long as possible, but if we got to leave, things are bad, and I don't know what I'm going to need. But I know that pens and Sharpies are always useful, right? So there we go. I also know that nails are really nice to have. You can build a lot of things and fix a lot of things with nails. As are screws. There's different types of fasteners. Zip ties are almost endlessly useful. So I've got zip ties in a few different sizes here. A nice roll of shop towels. This is great for general cleaning, but also, you know, you can bathe yourself with these and anything. What else we got here? We've got a lantern. I've got a couple of these lanterns. Not in here, just one in here, but I like these lanterns a lot. They're cheap. It's just an ever ready, but they're quite bright and nice. A couple of headlamps, one for each of us. Some more nails. Let's see. This is just some gloves. They're like the mechanics, just like black latex gloves, just to help keep your hands clean when you're working on things that might be greasy or whatever. You know, with limited water supplies and cleaning supplies and all that, I figure it's just probably better to not get dirty in the first place, you know, where you can help it. And these could also be used for medical gloves. Why not? Let's see, what else do I have? I have a small sewing kit that just has, you know, the basic little things. I'm not good at sewing, but I mean, I can put a button back on. I can patch up a couple of things. They won't look nice, but better than running around naked, right? Right? Let's see. Just a really cheap pair of scissors. A small tape measure. Measure twice, cut once. I don't know what I would build, but I just imagine I may need to build a shelter. I might want something a little bit more permanent than, you know, a lean-to. I don't know. Don't know what the scenario is going to be. But having tools on hand is never a bad idea to have the right tools. Got a hammer. A crowbar, or not, what do you call this? A Wonder Bar, the Stanley Wonder Bar. Pry bar, whatever. You got two knives in here, both fixed blades. And these, I have multiples of this, of both of these knives. I like them a lot. This is a Gerber something or other, I can't remember, but I like this knife a lot. It's very comfortable size, fits in my hand really nicely. And then the Gerber, I think it's called the Strong Arm. Another one that I like a lot, and I have more than one of, so I'll just stick one in here. One of each, and we should be good for various tasks. I've got one of these little fire starters here, and I put all this wrap on here. There's just some saran wrap to try to cover that trigger so it didn't accidentally get pushed. You know, I don't want to fill this thing up with gas, nor do I want it to ignite or anything, so hopefully that protects that trigger a bit. Then I have just some CLP, and there's also a bunch of little, what do you call it, these little fabric squares, and a little gun cleaning kit that I got from Cabela's, because what good is your gun if it's not working? You need to be able to maintain it. So at the very least, you got to be able to clean it in case something happens. You know, just seems smart, right? Got to maintain these things that you have. Vice grips. I find that like vice grips can do so much. You can do so much with vice grips. So keeping those there. I've got 2 of these crescent wrenches, a 6-in-1 screwdriver. This is one of my favorite flashlights, actually. This thing is so bright, so freaking bright, and I got it for a great price. I went to go back to find another one. They were all gone, and I guess they discontinued them as well. Haven't been able to find more, but I like this flashlight a lot. Got some matches, a lighter, some dental floss. You guys know how useful dental floss is, not just for hygiene. Electrical tape. How rude. I've got a small knife sharpener. Now, as you can tell, this bucket isn't really like a short-term scenario. This is I literally don't know when or if we're ever coming back. I don't know what is happening out there. Like if I needed to repair things, build things, whatever. It's like I just don't know. This is I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm just gonna grab stuff that I can long-term, I might have a hard time finding out in the wild or wherever it is that I am. I got a bunch of extra batteries for the various electronic devices and flashlights and whatnot. I've got several little candle holders like this, as well as candles to go with them. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candles and 6 holders. Got a roll of fishing line. Yeah, maybe we could fish, but I'm also just thinking it's just cordage, basically. A lot of cordage. Nice big fat roll of duct tape. Again, endlessly useful. And this plastic sheeting, I use this type of sheeting to close off parts of the house during power outages and if the heat cuts out, and then we have a smaller room to try to heat up, and it works really well. So this is definitely like a shelter making or insulation type of thing. And that's all that's in here. I figure with these tools, I should be able to do a lot of stuff. I can repair a lot of things. I can build quite a few things. It's not ideal, but I'll be better off than if I didn't have it. In worst case scenario, you know, maybe I can even barter something for them. Just really nice to have. And then when you consider that I also keep some multi-tools and whatnot in the car. I've got a pouch of bike tools in the car as well. I can do quite a bit. With this. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. As always, let me know if there's something I've forgotten. Let me know if you like this type of video. Like and subscribe. And I think that's it for this series. I do have food buckets that I can go through, but I just don't know that it's all that interesting. It's just a bunch of canned goods and dehydrated stuff. Everybody's kind of familiar with that. But if you want to see it, let me know. Otherwise, I think that's it for this. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye! Now I gotta put it all back. That's the annoying part. Putting all this stuff back. This one might not be too bad, though. Maybe. Maybe. I should probably throw some electrical wire in here. Might come in handy. Don't really know, but might.